Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Maro. I am so happy that you're here. Before we officially begin, I'd like to share a funny story about my first attempt at meditation. This was back in 2016. I had signed up for an 8-week workshop with Michael Johnson as we studied The Mind Illuminated. After the lecture portion of the class, it was time for us to meditate as a group. Michael started us off with 10 minutes and gave us the option to use Eric Schiffman's method of counting backward from 49. I was very excited to try meditating using this technique. I thought I could easily count down to 0, but somewhere around 37, maybe it was 36, I was gone. My mind wandered off to some adventurous fantasy because it was simply too bored to stay focused on the breath. And I never came back. I didn't even notice my mind wandering until the meditation was over, when Michael rang the bell. I hadn't had a single aha moment. And that was my first time meditating. It was a bit disappointing, but I realized that it was a normal part of the learning process. The most important thing is that I didn't give up. I learned that my mind is naturally active, and that's okay. I also understood that the practice was worth doing, that meditation was life-changing. So with much patience and kindness, I kept coming back. I kept trying. I forgave myself for messing up, and I began again. With patience and practice, I've been able to develop better focus and presence in my life. I can hold space for myself when I am triggered. And last but not least, I've developed this ability to begin again when I falter. So with that in mind, let's meditate together and see what we can learn. Begin by sitting well on a chair or a cushion with an upright spine, yet relaxed torso. If sitting is uncomfortable, you can always lie down. Now the mind needs to focus on something, but let's decide that that something is a present moment experience. And since thoughts are not always present moment experiences, we will focus our attention on sounds and body sensations. First, begin by noticing the sounds that exist in your current environment. Without necessarily analyzing the sounds, simply take an inventory of those around you with so much curiosity. You may hear birds chirping, the wind rustling branches and leaves, the sound of cars or other people, whatever captures your ear. Without trying to control or change them, allow the sounds to wash over you like waves on a shore. It's natural to have thoughts during meditation. For example, you might find yourself planning your day, reliving past events, worrying about the future. Don't be discouraged. Trying to suppress the thoughts can lead to more frustration. So instead, acknowledge the thoughts and let them drift away like clouds in the sky. Know that you are in control of what you focus on. You are in control of where you place your attention. Now bring your awareness to your body in a non-judgmental and compassionate way. Notice any sensations that you feel on or in the body. You may notice the temperature of the room or the outdoors and how it feels on your skin. You may even notice breath sensations, the rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Maybe there is an ache here or vibrations there. A bit of tension here, tingling there. Maybe some contraction in one area, spaciousness in another. Observe the body sensations without analyzing or reacting, simply feeling them exist. You may feel the urge to get up and do something else, ending this meditation early. That's perfectly normal. Encourage yourself to stay and gently bring your attention back to feeling the body sensations. Now narrow your attention to feeling and following the breath. Without necessarily controlling the breath, try to observe it as it is in this very moment. You might notice that it's shallow, maybe a bit rough, possibly long, or perhaps it's short. Whatever it is, be okay with that and just watch it. Get curious about what it feels like to breathe, paying attention to the rhythm and sensations of breath. Following the in-breath, notice what moves in the torso as you inhale. Following the out-breath, notice what moves in the torso as you exhale. Now see where you detect the breath most clearly. You may feel the breath in your chest area Or maybe you feel it in the belly, noticing the rise and fall with each breath. Or perhaps you notice the coolness of air entering your nose as you breathe in, the warmth leaving as you breathe out. Now I invite you to continue this journey on your own. Take a few minutes to feel and follow the breath, wherever you detect it most clearly. The sound of music will signal the end of your practice. You got this. Take a moment to feel good about practicing, despite what an inner critic might be saying, because behaviors that are rewarded are repeated. Feel free to leave a comment or question below. You can even tell me what type of guided meditation you'd like to experience next. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you a wonderfully mindful day.